It's become increasingly important to me. I'm spending as much time on conservation as I am fishing because I think we have to invest in the resource to be able to continue doing conservation and making sure it's here for future generations. I love fishing, or it just never gets old.
I'm wildlife biologist Forrest Galante, and I travel the world seeking adventure. My travels have led me to right here in South Dakota, where I'm looking for the unexpected.
Hey, Hans.
Hey, Forrest, how's it going?
Good, man. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see ya.
What are you working on over here?
I'm just tying up some little pheasant tail nymphs.
Oh, cool. So we're going to be fishing today?
I think so, yeah.
So what are we tying? What are we targeting? Talk to me about it.
So we're gonna fish Spearfish Creek, which has wild rainbows and wild brown trout. And we're gonna tie some pheasant tail nymphs, you know, using the feathers from our state bird, the pheasant. There's a vise for you. Oh. I'll give you a slightly larger hook to give you an advantage.
He's calling me an amateur.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, well, don't be ashamed when mine catches the most fish.
That's
later,
fine,
okay?
yeah. I'm not.
That was sarcasm. There's no world in which that's going to happen.
No, you never know. You never know.
You
it
never
is
know.
fishing.
Hans, tell me about the riparian habitat restoration that you guys are working on.
What we're working on is a series of projects that are kind of restoring the wetland upper watershed areas of our fisheries, and that just helps maintain cold, clean water throughout the system. And you know, for trout fishing, you have to have cold, clean water. Without it, there is no trout fishing. And so, by investing our time in that habitat, it'll pay dividends that will allow my kids to enjoy what I've had growing up here.
So beavers here, like the majority of America, were probably hunted out due to the fur trade, right?
Yep.
Because beaver fur is so coveted.
Yep.
And when the beavers disappear, it changes that whole stream ecology.
It does.
Right?
Yep.
And the damming goes away, and the damming is what creates pools, and the pools are what create breeding areas for the fish. And all these things have co-adapted over millennia. Yep. So what are you doing? Are you going back in and actually building beaver dams? Are you planting trees? Like, what are you guys actually doing?
All of the above. We're going in and finding those areas where those beaver dams were and putting in a new structure that mimics a beaver dam.
Yeah.
And then as we re-wet that area, you start kind of a regeneration that will allow beavers to eventually come back in.
All right, Hans, so we have a handful of our flies tied, including my very ugly ones.
Yeah.
But before we get to test these out, we have to go to your restoration site, right?
Yep. We're gonna do our conservation before our recreation.
Oh, I like that. Should we head up to the river?
Let's go.
So tell me about the site that we're heading to now, the restoration site.
So the goal is to, restore wetlands and some of the upper parts of our watersheds because they've lost a lot of complexity and resiliency. So if we can do the work that lays the ground for beavers to come back, then we'll see benefits from, pretty much every angle.
I've said this for years, conservation comes through connections. And one of the things that I've seen here in South Dakota is that people like to experience it.
Yeah.
People like to get outdoors and experience the beautiful nature that they have around them.
Exactly.
Well, let's go say hi to your partners here.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Some busy beavers down here. How's it going? I'm Forrest.
I'm Lori.
Hi, Lori. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, guys, so tell me about what's happening here today.
Yeah, we're installing a structure called a beaver dam analog, and we have a series of them up here at this restoration site at Silver Creek.
So what you're doing is not rocket science, right? You're taking a bunch of mud and a bunch of sticks, the same as a beaver would,
Yep.
and slowing down the water flow so that it saturates this whole valley bottom.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, historically, given the beaver activity you can see remnants of, this valley would have been full of water, and it's been virtually dry until we started kind of slowing that water and spreading it back out again with these structures. These are actually old beaver dams that we're working in, so we're actually just rebuilding what has gone away in hopes that beavers come back.
Cool. Well, let's build some dams. Tell me what to do. Let's get into it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Not straight up and down. And you just mix in mud and sod and...
So help me understand, how does adding these structures actually have this cascading effect that helps everything else around here?
This area around these structures is like a giant sponge. And so what we're doing is really just pushing that water into that sponge so that it can be released later back into the channel as things dry out and we get into August and September.
More water retention means more life, right? Water is the foundation of life, and it's the same thing that environmental engineers like beavers have done since prehistory. Yeah, it's a big cascading effect, right? I mean, it's literally everything in the environment feeds off of this habitat being healthy. Look at that.
Nice.
I mean, right here in one spot, you have the proof of your habitat work, right? You got a beautiful little leopard frog right here and elk poop that he was sitting in.
Yep.
Two creatures that without this habitat restoration likely wouldn't be standing right in the
Exactly.
spot.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And it's just so gratifying to be able to do this work yourself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, years down the road, we'll see the benefits of that cascading effect that you're talking about.
Well, one of those benefits is catching fish. So
Yeah.
this has been absolutely awesome. I've loved doing the habitat restoration with you, but not nearly as much as
No.
I'm gonna enjoy fishing.
Yeah,
So
let's go fishing.
let's do it. Fishing connects you to nature more so than anything else I've ever experienced. You get outside, you go to somewhere wild, somewhere beautiful, and you target something that's almost completely alien. It lives in a different medium to you, it eats something different to you, and yet it's so simple and so elegant and can be so complicated at the same time.
I missed him. Did you see that?
I'm lucky enough to have fished in so many places around the world, and I have never in my life seen trout bite like they did at Spearfish Canyon. I mean, we must have had 50 to 100 bites from trout every 3 or 4 casts. And a big part of that is not just the incredible fishery, but it's Hans' incredible knowledge of the fishery and how to fish it.
And that'll just slow it way down,
I
and
see.
it gets that fly time to sink, and the
Keeps
the
it from
fish will
dragging.
react a little better. Yep.
Makes sense.
As far as a fishing destination goes, if you want to learn how to fly fish, if you want to catch trout, more so than maybe anywhere you've ever caught trout, I've never seen anything better.
All right, Hans. Well, this is such an incredible fishery and such a stunning backdrop. Truly one of the most breathtaking areas I've ever fished. So I get it. I understand it, and it's been an absolute pleasure. So
Thanks, Forrest. Yeah, the Black Hills is a special place, and we're happy to share it. And I'm so glad that you came out and saw everything we have to offer.
thank you, man.
There is art, there is culture, there is nature, there's unbelievable beauty, and these are all things that I had no idea coming into it. This really is unexpected South Dakota.